Yo, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, we're just going to be talking about Battlegrounds and basically just my feedback for it because during the CCP beta, that's the whole point of this beta was to first, I guess, showcase it to the community from like the content creator perspective, but mainly like let us test it so that we can give you really good feedback. And we can get feedback from you guys and give that feedback to Kabam so that we can make Battlegrounds the best mode it can possibly be, and that's what I want for this game. I think this mode has, I've said before, so much potential. Just when I saw it in the Summer Showdown, I thought it had so much potential. After playing it, I confirms that I know this has the potential to be the new focal point of MCOC in the future. So I think it really needs to be done right. And as you can see here, under my ranked matches there, it's 108. That's a lot of matches. I'm pretty sure that's the most matches I'd played the most in the CCP beta. Happy might have had more or around that. I definitely saw him the most out of anyone. But yeah, so I have a lot of experience, hands-on experience playing the mode. So this is coming from my perspective after playing all those matches. And in the background, I got a gameplay, some gameplay for you guys. This is a match against Happy. Like I said, I played this guy a ton. Normally, I wasn't really recording them after like the first day, but this match, I just after the draft, I decided to start recording. So yeah, I'll just let the gameplay play in the background while we talk about Battlegrounds a little bit. So as far as feedback goes, I've heard a lot of other people's feedbacks. And so the biggest point of contention I think that I've heard of about Battlegrounds is the fact that it costs 30 energy to find a match, first of all, and once you've used champion in your deck on an offense or attack placement 3 times and you're out of energy, then you have to recharge them, which is 10 units for a 6-star champion. I'm not sure if it's more or less for 5 stars or whatever like it is in Arena, but 10 units to recharge a champion. So that's cost in playing the mode. Now, it's when I first saw that, it didn't really mean much to me because first of all, it's a beta. Like, nothing is set in stone here, so like a lot of that was subject to change. So I really wasn't worried about it, and I wasn't even really thinking about it too much. I just wanted to play the mode, especially at first. But I feel like a lot of people, that's the real thing that everyone's talking about. Which my perspective on it is that I don't think that it really depends on the rewards. I like, if the rewards are worth it, then I don't really care if there's a cost, even if the cost is high as it is right now. If the rewards are worth it, that's what really matters. But without knowing the rewards, I can definitely see the points and the worry of people seeing this high gates for people, energy gates, unit gates. You can't just grind. And we ask Bam, like, why, what's with this? Why does it cost 3 energy? Why is it units to recharge? Like, why'd you guys do it this way? And to their point, they said something that really surprised me. And it was something to the effect, I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to go into or anything, but just basically, they don't want people getting burnt out on this mode yet, they don't want people playing too much right away and then getting burnt out, essentially. And that really surprised me. Like, that's not the way I think. And of course, developers think different than YouTubers, of course, and I don't work for the game company, I don't work for Kabam, I don't do this for a living. It's not, well, I don't make the game for a living, I play the game for a living, so technically, like, my opinion actually is pretty valid, because I do this for a living, but, I found it very weird to think that, Kabam is trying to limit play on this new really exciting mode because they think people get burnt out. That's just not the perspective I would think. Like, if it was me, I'd be doing the exact opposite. I'd be trying to make people grind the crap out of this mode, like that. This is and that's what I want as a player. I want this mode to just be grindable to with no limit. Kabam doesn't want like no limit, like, for you to just be able to grind with no limit and have, like, you can just keep getting rewards. Like, they want there to be more of a cap on it, but like, there's no cap in Arena. You can infinitely grind gold and units in Arena. Why people don't get burnt out of that? Some people do, but there's people that grind in Arena like crazy, So yeah, I don't see, we should be encouraging grinding for this mode, I think, a lot. So that's my perspective on it. Of course, like, no unit costs and no energy costs would be great. I think it should just have its own energy cost, like Alliance War or Alliance Quest, separate from the questing energy. Give it its own thing. And you can buy like energy refills for that, like if you need. But I think that would be much better. I don't think it should take from questing energy. And as far as champion refreshing goes, I think 3 is too little. I think if it's at least 5, that's better, because it's only your champion only loses one of those 3 stamina if you use them, like I said, on attack or defense. So I mean, that would be, 3 match. Right now it's 3 matches. You're using them each and every match. Like, that's not even that bad, but I think 5 is a lot better. At least it should be changed to 5. Even more would be better, or just get rid of it, scrap it. But again, it depends on the rewards for really. But yeah, I don't really care if the rewards justify it. Then I don't mind as much, because then it'd be worth throwing some units at if the rewards are really worth it, So that's my perspective on that part of BattleGrounds, which, like I said, was a high point of contention with feedback. As far as the actual mode goes, I love it. Like, I have had so much fun actually playing the mode. But and I think the draft system is really good. The one thing that I don't know if I want it to keep there is there's a reroll option for units, and it's like in incursions as well. But you can reroll your picks in your deck for, I think it's like 15 units, which I don't love, but I do like at the same time. I just wish, and I think Batman said that they might have this too, like an item, a reroll item, and to earn those, that would be great. Same thing with your champion stamina. Like in Arena, there's those little blue vials that you can use to recharge an energy champion stamina. If they give out those in BattleGrounds, like maybe have objectives that you can do in BattleGrounds to earn those, or event things, just doing fights and stuff will get you milestones and give you those kinds of goodies, then sure, if you can earn it that way. But and that's much better than, I think Kabam will also do something like that, so that would be nice. But the real problem I've had with BattleGrounds is the scoring. So as you can see here, I'm fighting this Domino, and Domino is really good in here because, as you can see, like, I'm playing pretty well here, but look how much health I've lost. And in this mode, health remaining is such a big factor in whether you win or not. I think it's way too big of a factor. And originally, how it was determined was if you did not kill the defender, you got 0 points for your health remaining. But then we told Command about that, and they just flipped the switch. So now you got full health. So even if you like pause the fight, time it out, you come out of there with full yellow bar, you get 30,000 points. That should not be a thing, It's the max amounts of points you can get is 30,000 for defender HP remaining, 30,000 for attacker health remaining, and then look at for the fight duration, it's like 1,400. And that, I've never seen that go above like 3,000 or something. So yeah, they definitely really need to change the scoring parameters. For sure, that's something that needs to be looked at. I don't know exactly what would be best, but the way it is right now, I would not be happy with that being the competitive standpoint for it. And I'm not saying that it's going to be, just with what we've played with so far. The scoring definitely needs to be looked at and changed. I'm not, like I said, I don't have all the answers, but this is definitely not it, because what it did is really weird. But every time I've competed in probably, like, out of everyone, the most in like MCOC events. I've been to 3 Comic-Cons, been in Summoner Showdown, like lots and lots of experience with those types of events, and it's always been, like, kill the opponent faster than the guy next to you or the guy before you or after you. Kill it faster, and that's always the way it's been. I'm not saying that's the way it should be either. I'm just saying from my experience, that's how it's always been. And then to be introduced to BattleGrounds, that's definitely not the play style you want. And after the first day, I started to realize the best strategy is to play super slow and safe and just preserve your health. Don't play risky. Try to come out of fights with as much health as possible. And it was a major shift in strategy than what I'm used to in these competitive type aspects. So it's very weird. And I'm not saying one way is superior to the other, but this just doesn't feel right. These scoring parameters don't feel right, and it feels like it can easily be taken advantage of. Like I said, you can literally just pause a fight, come out with 30,000 health, or with 30,000 points for full health. That should not be how it works at all. So scoring parameters definitely one of the biggest things that I think need to be changed. But it's so much potential with this mode. Like I really like the drafting system. As far as I've heard some people say, the deck size is too large, and that's understandable. That for newer players to not have a vast roster, to have like 30 champions. And so I think maybe lower deck size could be good. It depends how it's going to be structured. I know, so I've heard some people say that they want it to be structured based on like account rating or prestige. And I know Brian said he wants it to be just by your rating, your elo, which for example on here, my elo is 1632. So like I would get matches based on people around that number, regardless of if that person has 5 million champion and hero rating and 16,000 prestige, and I have, 14,000 prestige and 3 million rating. That doesn't matter because we have the same number. So it's I don't know how it's going to be, how matches are going to be found. So it depends. But I think 20 champion decks could be good for lower levels of Battlegrounds. I'd be fine with that. But I think at the top, I like it to be 30 champions because I don't even have like a full 30 good champion deck yet. Like Battlegrounds has really shown me so many champions that I want to rank, first of all, and a lot of them being defensive. Like that's a big hole in my roster, and I'm sure a lot of other people's rosters, that we don't have a lot of really good defensive champions ranked up. Because who wants to rank defenders for war? People who are nuts about war and people who are nuts about prestige. And that's about it. The average player who's not a whale, who's at the top of the end game, doesn't have a ton of defenders ranked. Only a few for defense and not a whole lot more. But now we want more, and just different champions have more value with Battlegrounds, which is fantastic. And I really love that. But yeah, even me, for example, like 30 is a lot for me too. But I'm looking forward to building up that deck and building up those 30 champions. I think that's going to be a lot of fun for newer players as well, to try to look at it like that. And as long as Battlegrounds is rewarding like it should be, like I said, don't know the rewards, but hopefully Kabam nails it. And I really hope Kabam also has like tournaments, a lot of tournaments and just events with Battlegrounds, fun things, weekly solo events to give out more points, get people playing, all kinds of stuff that they can do. I'm really, really excited about the mode, and I think this beta was fantastic. I hope you guys, I know a lot of you guys had fun watching. I know a lot of you guys just can't wait to get in there and play. And I think something that Brian's mentioned also is that we do need to cater to the spectators with this mode. And what that means is, like I said, I think this mode can be the new main focus of MCOC going forward. Like I was thinking actually about this a while ago. If Comic-Con happens this year, which I really hope it does, we could be sitting there watching two people on stage doing Battlegrounds and fighting at the same time. How that would be so hype. Two people actually like versing. Like again, normally it's who can defeat the boss faster, and it's okay, he got this time, okay, you're next, and it's just, it's not, no, like this, I want to see this. This can be the competitive real birth of MCOC, and it can be turned into a type of esport, which would be awesome, man. And I'd love to like commentate matches and tournaments and stuff like that, and also compete, of course. Like, so much potential with this mode. So I really hope Kabam knows, and I hope they do know that. Of course they do, but I hope that they really take it seriously and cater to you guys, to spectators, to watch, and to really encourage the mode and competitive play and all this stuff. But I think it's a good start. I think it's a really good start for Battlegrounds. I can't wait till it's actually out, man. There's so much content I want to do, and I really can't wait to see the rewards. So yeah, we do have another beta in March, and I think in April as well. There's one of them, I think the one in March is going to be a stress test, because of course, I think that's a really good idea. I'm doing a stress test on new content, because knowing Kabam's track record, it'd probably not go well when it's first launched. Probably lots of bugs and stuff, so we can get it fixed. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Battlegrounds. Let me know what you guys think. You think I was too harsh? Do you guys agree with the feedback I'm giving? And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed, drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys want to see BattleGrounds when it drops. That's going to do it. Peace out.